This is PHSC Nursing News at 10 with Micah Urinal, JJ Ostomy, Fred Foley in the field, and Bernadette Bentan with the weather.
Good evening, I'm Micah Urinal.
And I'm JJ Ostomy. Tonight's top story, improper assessments. They're plaguing our nursing environments.
That's right, JJ. Assessments are a very important part of a nurse's toolbox. Assessments are a very important part of a nurse's toolbox. They tell a patient's current status and whether they are progressing or digressing. Let's go live on scene with Fred Foley. Fred, you're on live. Who's operating that camera? To you, Fred. Fred, can you hear me? Fred? Anybody? Live shot. Fred, you're on. Fred, live shot, buddy. Fred, can you hear me? Back to you, Fred. Fred, can you hear me? I believe we're having some technical difficulties here. Maybe, hello? Fred?
Thank you, Micah. Am I on? Can you hear me? Am I on? Oh, yes. Thank you. We're here out live. The scene is very active at this time. We have a PHSC student here performing a live assessment on a patient. The scene is very active. At this time, I would like to turn over to you so you can watch him perform the assessment.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you. I'm working a head-to-toe assessment right now. That's why they call it a head-to-toe assessment, because we go from head to the toes. I'm gonna start with her head, and we're gonna look for any abnormalities, swelling. Go down to her eyes, make sure they're pearl, equal, reactive to light. Very good. Check her ears, her neck. Let me see. Open your mouth. Oh, everything looks good in her mouth. A little bad breath, but that's okay. That's okay. Most patients have that. We're gonna check her collarbones. Sorry, Fred. We're gonna check her collarbones. Going down to her arms. We're gonna check for pulses on each side. We could check one side, or we could do both sides. Hey, thanks, Fred. I'm gonna check lung sounds now. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I've never been on TV before. And take a deep breath. And then another one. Another one. Another one. Also going to check her bowel sounds. Very active. Very active. All right.
McDonald's.
Going to check her back. Everything looks good. Another deep breath. Very equal, rise and fall. We're gonna check each side of her abdominal, all four quadrants, all four, Fred. And then we're gonna just make sure they're soft, non-tender. I'm gonna check her hips, and then go down to her legs and also check her pulses down there. Now, usually we expose some areas, Fred, but this is live TV. We don't want to expose everything here, you know, unless. No, okay, no, we don't want to. All right. Thank you, Fred.
Thank you. All right, that was it. A live assessment for PHSC student. Back to you, Micah.
Thank you, Fred. That was a good on-scene report. Now on to JJ Ostomy for a live interview.
Thank you, Micah. Yes, we're going to speak on focused assessments. Focused assessments are a very important part of the nursing environment. Today I'm going to speak with Vaughn Assessment. He is a focused assessment expert. Vaughn, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Doing great. Can you tell us a little bit about focused assessments?
Yes, a focused assessment is just what it sounds like, focused. When you report it on a live head-to-toe shot, that's a head-to-toe. A focused is something like if you hurt your wrist here. I'm going to focus in on your wrist. I'm going to focus in on pulses, color of your hand, capillary refill. Now, it wouldn't make much sense if you fell and broke your arm, your wrist, that I would listen to your bowel sounds. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to focus right here on this wrist and this wrist alone.
So what's a capillary refill and how do you check for it?
Well, do you see the color of your fingernail right here?
Yes.
When I push on it, it gets a little white. I push the blood out of it. When I let go, it gets pink again. That means the blood comes
How
back.
about that? Wow.
If you had impaired circulation, I would be able to tell just from that simple test.
And it'd be delayed a little bit, is that correct?
Very
I've
correct.
done my studies.
You sure have.
Well, thank you for talking about focus assessments with us today.
Well, thank you for
I
having me.
appreciate it.
I'll be glad to come back anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to weather with Bernadette Bedpan today. Bernadette, tell us a little bit about what's going on in the weather.
Thank you, JJ. This will be the 5-day forecast for PHCC nursing transition. On Monday, it's going to be a high of 75, but Tropical Storm Mirabella is going to bring us some stormy weather, along with a 75% chance of 8 hours of PowerPoint. Tuesday, partly sunny, 75, with a 95% chance of a clinical. Wednesday, Tornado Torres is going to whip up some wind, bring us with it 98% chance of a 15-page process paper. On Thursday, Hurricane Swihart is going to bring in some nasty weather, along with a 100% chance of a test. Friday's beautiful, 86 sunny, but 100% chance of a self-study. Back to you, JJ.
Good evening, and thank you for watching PHSC Nursing Transition News.
If there's nothing else further, for the good of the order, have a good night and stay classy, PHSC.